I'm the head of marketing at Dux-Soup, and with me today are Jin Kuzminskate, our head of customer support, Giles Garnett, our head of professional services, and our guest speaker is Christian Duval of the lead generation agency Littoral. Just some quick housekeeping points before we start. If you have a moment, there is a chat box. Please take a couple of moments to type into the chat box which version of Dux-Soup you're using and where you are from. So it just gives us a bit of an idea about our audience today. So this is a business-focused webinar. Although Christian will be talking about concepts such as Boolean searches, this is definitely not a deep dive into the technical aspects of Dux-Soup. We've got everyone on mute, but if you do have questions throughout the webinar on any aspect, just pop them in the chat box and Jin and Giles will answer these as we go. If there are any specific questions for Christian, we'll cover those at the end, and we've got plenty of time set aside for Q&A. Alternatively, you can email us or Christian after the webinar, and I think probably the most common question we get is, will a recording of the webinar be available? And the answer to that is yes, a recording will be available and it will be emailed to you after the webinar. So let's move on to our speaker today. I first spoke to Christian at the start of the COVID lockdown, going back a few months now, and whilst many aspects of our lives have certainly changed a lot in that time, I think one thing has remained constant, that campaigns that use a really strong messaging approach are still delivering value time and time again. And Christian's journey, I think, with Dux-Soup has been really interesting. He's gone from using the free edition to the pro edition to the turbo edition. He's doing some interesting things with integrations and reporting. So I think it's going to be a really nice webinar for you. So I always like to finish my intros with a fact about our speaker. So Christian is a French-speaking Canadian who is also a big fan of the English Premier League football. In fact, on our last call, he dialed in wearing a Chelsea shirt, but he quickly switched to a Liverpool shirt when he heard that was my team. So in less than one half of a football match today, Christian will take you through some, I think, really cool best practice Dux-Soup tips, especially around the messaging. So over to you, Christian.
Thank you so much, Adam. Thank you. Hi, everyone. So thank you, Adam, again, and all the team of Dux-Soup to having me today. As Adam told, I am a French Canadian, so I will try to speak slowly and with my better accent possible. So today, I will show you about my process using Dux-Soup and other channels to achieve good sales and good results using LinkedIn lead generation. Just a quick presentation. So I'm the owner of Agence Littoral in Canada. So we do B2B lead generation, list building, email marketing, marketing automation. We are CRM partner with Pipedrive, HubSpot, Zoho, consultant training, and we also do white label for marketing and web agency. So maybe we can connect. So let's connect. If you want to send me an invitation or a message, I will be very happy to connect with you, and we can talk later together. I will present my main topics today. We will try to do a small resume about what I do, what we do with Littoral. If I had 2 or 3 hours, I will talk to you during all the day about this. But we have about 30 minutes, so I will try to be short. But don't worry to write to me or to send me invitation or messages to speak later. So I will present you about my story because, as Adam told you, I began like more than 5 years ago with the free version of Dux-Soup. After that, I switched to the plan, the Dux-Soup Pro plan, and for a few months, the beginning of the 2020, we use Dux-Soup Turbo, and we are very happy with this. I will also give you my 3 ingredients to be successful using LinkedIn lead generation. And I will show you some example and some other channels to manage more results. So this is my my story using Dux-Soup from free to turbo. I'm a good dancer, guys. So as you know, LinkedIn is a B2B network with over 600 millions of users. A few years ago, that number was about 300 millions. Every day, every year, that number is increasing a lot. So we know now that LinkedIn is the major B2B platform in the world. So we need to use it to do some sales. So we use Dux-Soup to reach some of them. It's a joke. We use Dux-Soup to reach a lot of them. So a few years ago, we started using Dux-Soup like the starter, free editions, to visit profile. So it was like 5-6 years ago. So now we know that it exists a lot of tools with LinkedIn, with email marketing, stuff like this. But a few years ago, it was like something very new for us. And it was very, very interesting to try a new tools like Dux-Soup. It was cool. I quickly felt that something was going on because it was possible to me to visit automatically a lot of profiles and have a lot of profiles going on my LinkedIn page to see my page or to send me a message. So it was very interesting. But for me, you know, I'm a salesperson, so I need more sales. So that's cool to visit profile. That's cool to have some traction with, okay, I have new invitations, I have new visit, but how to get better results? So we decided to upgrade to Dux-Soup Pro. It was really a real revolution for us because Dux-Soup Pro features like auto invite with personalized message, auto message, first degree connection, download visited profile data as a CSV, and many other features have changed the game completely. It was complete. It was a game changer for us because before that we were with Littoral or for myself doing like all manually work. So it's long. It was quite impossible to do good follow-up. So it was like 10-20 messages or connection requests per day when it was possible, because when you are in your working day, you have many tasks to do and you don't have time to go on LinkedIn and search for people and do manual stuff. So Dux-Soup Pro was really a game changer for us. So we start to save a lot of time. We started to reach 100,000 of people, and we started to use LinkedIn as a lead generation channel. That was not the case before. Before, Littoral was working mainly with email lead generation, email marketing, posting on some social media channel, but we were not doing a real LinkedIn lead generation work. So I created Littoral to sell my outreach services. So I use Dux-Soup and I use LinkedIn lead generation for myself, for Littoral, to get new customers, but we also use it. So we crafted this to help our customer to find new customers too. So this is an example how we manage our campaigns with Dux-Soup Pro before. So it was very good. It was like copy paste. So we began to work with Google Sheet and some of tools like Airtables to copy paste manually each profile and adding tag. So accept request, connection accepted, first message, lead, good lead, warm lead, cold lead, you know, kind of stuff like this. But it was manual stuff because we have to add the date, and this is for, we check, okay, we send the first message, okay, check, we sent the second message, okay, today we have to send the third, the fourth messages, so we will check every messages like this. But it was very good. We were managing about 10 customers accounts per day, doing it with employees, and it was good. It was running well, but it was a lot of time because you have to do it manually, and the bad thing, doing too much stuff manually, you will do some mistakes. So yes, we had good results, but sometimes someone did not copy, like some employee or me, we did some like bad copy paste, and for example, we mixed the data and we sent to Michael custom field with Hélène, so it could be very problematic for us, because we do this for our customer. For me, does not really matter, because I would just explain my mistakes, saying, oh, sorry, I was doing a copy paste and blah blah blah, and people will, okay, that's okay. But if you do it for a customer, it's another thing. We have to have a very, very good service, a very professional service. So Dux-Soup Pro was excellent. I used it for years, not for months, for years. Dux-Soup was our main solution. I was doing, I was signing good deals with my customers. It was very good. Agence Littoral sells linking automation services to its clients. So a lot of message handling, follow-up. But as you know, I know it's a little cliche, but time is money. And follow-ups, guys, follow-ups and follow-ups get results. It's one of my main learning. It's follow-ups. So at the end of the year, or at the beginning of 2020, I was waiting about the next level tool, and Dux-Soup start with smarter lead generation, Dux-Soup Turbo. Essentially, Turbo is a big step for you if you want to be serious about LinkedIn lead generation. You want to manage a lot of outreach campaigns, have good results. You have to use Dux-Soup Turbo. With Dux-Soup Turbo, we save more than 4 hours of work per day. But I think, essentially, I think it's more than 4 hours. I put 4 hours because I think it's like something real, but sometimes we can save more than 4 hours. It's always depend of how many campaigns you have, how many customers you have. For example, if you do it only for you, maybe you will save 1, 2, 3 hours. If you have customers and you manage your own agency and you want to managing other customer, you will save a lot of hours doing it. So we can create more follow-ups, because as I told you, it's cool to have someone accepting your connection request. It's cool to have something liking a post on LinkedIn. That's cool. But what we really want is have a deal by the end of the day. And having a deal, as you know, it's not so easy. You have to start a relationship. You have to follow up. You have to wait, send more replies, have a real exchange with your contact, and maybe you will sign a deal in 4, 6 months, maybe in 2 years. So it's really important to keep going with the follow-ups. More replies, better conversion. We can send the leads in a CRM. So as I told you, we use mainly HubSpot and Pipedrive. So better management for customer campaigns and ours. So we can send all the information in a CRM for futures follow-ups. So less manual errors, better service. So for you, for your customers, and we can connect Google Sheet to Dux-Soup without Zapier. So I put the link in my presentation. Maybe someone can in the conversation, in the chat box. Sorry, send you the link to know how. So this is, I'm a good chief. So I will give you 3 ingredients to be successful using LinkedIn Turbo or LinkedIn Pro, or I mean, that doesn't matter how you want to to process. If you use a LinkedIn Pro and it's a good solution for you, perfect. If you have to, if you want more results or save more times and having more functionalities, you can use the Turbo. My main ingredients to have success is first the quality of your search list that you will use with Dux-Soup. You need to define your persona and segment your campaign. If not good result. Same with the quality of writing message sequences. And finally, the tool, in that case, Dux-Soup. I mean, again, it's like very basic. I'm just, you will tell me, oh, okay, that guy just is talking about list and messaging and Dux-Soup. Okay, we know that. Yeah, maybe you know that, but every day I receive a lot of bad messages about like very long messages with no custom field, like hi Agence Littoral or hi Christian Duval, you know, kind of stuff like this, and that's not good. And you don't want to see like a template. If I go on Google right now, if I just write okay LinkedIn automation templates, I will find a lot of templates. But I mean, those templates are not good. A lot of people, like thousands of people, of hundreds of people, are using the same templates of you. And I know when I receive a template that's a template. When I like, it's when someone reply to me, oh, I really like your personalized approach. I really like. I like the fact that you write a very good personalized message. A lot of people don't know about that you using kind of templates, because you will work on your writing and you have to sound natural, and please use your own words, your own expression. You can be funny, you can put a lot of love in this to have a real good message. Same for the listing. I receive a lot of messages with no targeted work. So I'm like, hi Christian, we have a very good manufacturing product for you. I mean, yeah, but I am a lead generation agency. I don't need to buy like a very complex machine in China. I'm in Quebec, Canada, and I own a small lead generation agency. So please target and define your right persona. Is very, very important. And after that, yes, the third point is the tools. Because it's cool to have a tool, but now you have to learn about using that tool. And I suggest you to begin. If you never used a tool like Dux-Soup, please don't reach like 2,000 people. Begin with 10, 20. Put some of your friends in the list. Try something small, and if everything go well, after that you can go with like a bigger list. So the first point is qualify of your search list persona. Again, please don't shoot everywhere. I receive too much bad messages, and I think that bad works can affect the reputation of the people using tools like me, like us. So a lot of people, when you speak about automation, they say, "Oh, automation is bad. Automation is not personalized. Automation is blah blah blah." So that's not right. The truth is that automation is very good, but you have to use your brain. You have to use it well to have good results. So if you want results, you need identify your persona. Segmentation in 2020 is necessary. I will talk about it. Using LinkedIn Sales Navigator is not an option. If you are serious and you want to get good results, personally, I really think you need sales navigators and use the Booleans. So if you don't know about Booleans, if you don't know about Sales Navigator and the Booleans, I think you should go on Google and say LinkedIn Boolean search, or maybe Adam or Dux-Soup can share something with you with this, because it's I mean, that changed my life, and now I can get better results and define better my searches. I worked a few years ago. It was my last employee's job. I worked for that company. It's a Canadian company. They are now in everywhere in Canada. They are everywhere in the US. That's a big company, and I learned a lot with them for many reasons. First point, their marketing is it's amazing. They put a lot of money. They put a lot of time to their marketing. I mean, they sell paver, concrete paver. I mean, concrete paver, it's not that much sexy. It's just a paver, but they put so much time and marketing with this that they sell concrete paver as Italian super touch products, and they are a game changer in the landscaping industry everywhere in North America. Why? I'm talking about TecoBlock today is because I want to talk to you about persona, and a lot of people, a lot of companies, a lot of business think that persona it's easy. No? So, oh yeah, it's easy. I will go on Google, I will go on LinkedIn, I will find my persona in 2 minutes. So that's not so easy, and sometimes it's more complex than you think, or that people think. For example, TecoBlock, they manufacture concrete paver. Okay, a lot of people will say, okay, everybody having an house need a paver maybe. Yes, but it's more than that. They have their persona. They have 3 persona. They have like the pro persona, like constructor, general manager, general builders, landscapers. So this is the pro. So people like this, like landscaper, will buy this. After that, a lot of architect will spec the products on their plans. So they have to have a message for the pro, so for landscaping, for building companies, but they also have to have a right message for architect, because as you know, architect like new products, fancy products. They want to have better products. So you have to have a good message for them. And finally, yes, you have to have like the B2B message for the particulars who want put concrete paver on their ground. So TecoBlock example persona is B2C customers, B2B construction companies, paver, landscaping, material dealers, general contractors, pool installers, municipality for park project, and probably other persona I don't think right now. But so imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 persona in that case, and it's a concrete manufacturing companies. So it's impossible to get results if I take all those personas in one message and I try to reach them and I have good results. Impossible. You have to construct a B2B construction company message, a paver landscaping material dealers with some different. You will use different words, different expression, different goals. Maybe for B2B construction company, you will talk about the fact that you have a good guarantee on the products, very strong products, very easy to install. For municipality, or for park project, or for architects, you will probably talk about the looks, about the fact that they have green products for the environment. That's very good looking products, you know. So you will change your message, and if you segment well, you will have better results for sure. So segmentation, a specific message for all those target personas. This is a basic tip before starting a campaign. As you know, please put some minutes, some hours in your profile, because every time you will reach someone, you will do a request connection. People will be notified about this, and they probably will go on your LinkedIn profile to see who you are. And yes, this is important because this is the first perception for them, and this is very important. And you don't need to oversell, to do everything, like to take like 1 week to do this. But please, at least a good pictures of you and a good resume of you. And you can also use, as we can see, is like, we help business to blah blah blah. We help companies to reach their goal, stuff like this. So when they will go on your profile, they will have a clear vision of you. This is the Boolean, the LinkedIn Sales Navigator Boolean I told you before. So that is very important. When you go on LinkedIn, a lot of people don't know, but you can have a better results. A lot of people tells me, "Hey, Christian, when I go on LinkedIn Sales Navigators and I look for example, president, I have like 20 millions of people, and those results, those contacts are not so much accurate, and my listing is not good." So yes, LinkedIn Sales Navigator Booleans can help you to have better results. So you can use the quote, the parenthesis, the not, the and the or. I will not read everything right now, but go on Google and just type Booleans, and you will see, and you can see a lot of example, but it will help you a lot. For example, if you put president, in the US, you probably have about, I think it's 14 million of president on LinkedIn. That's too much. So what we will do, for example, if you put president and not, and you put vice, for example, it will remove all the vice president, because if you put only president, you will have vice president, I don't know, some marketing stuff, a lot of words with president. So better to remove all the vice or the executive or something like this you don't want in your search, and you will only have the real president. So you using LinkedIn Sales Navigator is not an option, Boolean search. And you can put the quotes for exact results, exact search. I did not remember, I put it in my presentation. So you have like an example with president. So I have 9 million president in the US. So I just did a very quick search. I did not put some industries, and just US president to show you. And if I go not VP, that 9 millions of president, it's coming 4 millions of president. So it's 5 millions, 5 millions of people removing with just adding that VP. So that's huge. And you can also put other word to have a better and better and better results. Now we'll talk to you about the quality of writing message sequences. That's really, really important. So the quality of the writing, so the auto-invite, sorry, with personalized message. So it's really important using Dux-Soup. You will use the custom field to personalize each message. Very important. It will give trust level. It will help you to have a response, an answer. So always put the first name. I don't use the last name, and essentially I don't use like the business, the company name custom field, because sometimes LinkedIn do some mistake, because I mean if they don't type the actual company name, or if they put some weird thing in the name of the company, it will look strange. So I prefer just to use like the first name. Remember that the first message, like the auto invite, it's not a sales pitch. Just go smooth. You can be funny if you are English first speaker and your target is in Spain, for example, you can go with Buenos dias, Rich, something, just a little sentence in Spanish just to feel like smooth. For example, when I target people in France, sorry, I'm a French Canadian, so I will just say, hey, like something like funny, like because they speak the same language, but we don't use all the same words. So I will use some expression funny, and they just help me to have a quick contact with them. And I will begin also to like sign my message, and in the message I will begin to tell them what I do without sales pitching, but hey, we help business to solve unique and complex challenges and save time with custom FileMaker solution in that case. So if that person accept the request connection, they also accept the fact that they know that we are a business working with FileMaker solution, for example. The quality of the writing. So when the request accept, Dux-Soup will send an auto thanks. Though it's like a follow-up message. You can do this automatically with Dux-Soup Turbo, and that's amazing because you will save a lot of time. So they will receive after accepting the messages, they will receive another message later during the day. Like I put it in French, so this is my LinkedIn. So this is only a small message just to thank the contact of accepting the connection request. It will increase the trust level. It looks like natural, so it looks like you take the time to write a personalized message for them, so they will appreciate it. But again, it's not a sales pitch, and the qualification process begins, because maybe someone will just tell you, hey, by the way, I'm not interested about your services, because they begin to know about what you want. They know that you probably want to pitch something. So a lot of people will just say, hey, I'm not interested, or we don't have any need about lead generation, for example. But that's good. That's great, because I prefer to have someone telling me no or I'm not interested, because first it will respond. So with that response, I can just say nothing, but I like to have a more conversation. So I will probably ask them why not, or I will try to have more answers. But I mean, the lead or the not lead is doing some qualification. So I prefer to know after a conversation that lead or that contact is not interested. It will help me to qualify and to stop wasting my time with that person. If you don't respond, I will continue to asking you something. I will continue to send you messages, and the qualification process will be longer. The follow-up messages. So this is my process, but you can do your own process for sure. So we recommend creating 1 or 2 follow-up messages. In the past, I tried a lot of things. I tried with sending them like content, valuable content, like, oh, hey, by the way, we wrote a blog about lead generation, about marketing, about concrete paver, about, but my results was not very good. I mean, like, people was like, okay, you just want to share something with me, I'm not interested, or something like that. So in the last years, I'm more direct. I don't waste my time to try to turn around them and just sending them like bad stuff. I'm just go directly to them. I'm telling them that I would like to speak with them, what we do, and I do a search about their industries, and I will try to put in my message some information about the industries. If I want to target, for example, dentist, I will talk about something about dentists. I will probably say that I had some good results with the dentist because we did this, we managed those results. I can show you results about example of customer with using my services for dentist lead generation. So we will really be we will be very specific about the campaigns, and we will try to give them information about their industries, and not like a very general message about we can help you with lead generation. Yes, I understand a lot of people can help you with lead generation, but do you think a lot of people can help you with dentist lead generation? This is the answer is in the segmentation. So the option one, it's so we go straight to the point. So I will give them the advantages, the characteristics about a new solution. I will attempt to book a telephone appointment, a meeting appointment, a Zoom. Now Zoom is very popular with the circumstances. And I will try to have a CTA, like a good call to action. Option two, I will add value in the first message. So I will just put a message like it's not a full sales pitch, but I will begin to tell them, okay, hey, by the way, I was on your profile again, and I see your business like a very good fit for us, because in the last year we did some campaign with that kind of customer in your industry, and we get good results, and blah blah blah, without insisting, just sharing with them information. And after that, I will do another follow-up in 4 days, 7 days, and you can with Dux-Soup Turbo, you can do a follow-up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2 months if you want. So this is very good, because a lead can continue to receive your messages for a long time. And I will add a CTA to book them. Not sure about your message? No problem. Do A/B test. So for example, if you run a campaign, a Dux-Soup campaign, and you're not sure about your results, okay, can I reach better conversion rates? Can I be better? Yes, probably you can be better. So what I suggest to you is to begin with your first campaign, run it at all, finish it. After that, take the same targets. If you change your targets, if you change the country, the language, it will affect your results. So try to segment with the same targets, same geography, but change your messages, add or remove follow-ups, and run another complete campaign. You cannot just use 5-10 results to get a real big, like the big picture of your campaigns. You need to run at least dozen of contact to have a real the real results of your campaigns. And after 2 campaigns, for example, 2 different campaigns, you can see the results, and you can correct or apply some correction of your messages, of your delay, for example. Sometimes in the past, I try sending messages automatically after 3 days. Now I'm more about 5 days, sometimes about 7 days, because I feel like now more people are targeting and using Dux-Soup and other tools. And what I don't want is to be too salesy, too pushy. So I will just put more delays between my follow-ups. When you did this, what will happen after that? So you will get answers or not. If you get answers, that's a good beginning. That's good. We want answer. As I told you before, we need to qualify it, and we will to know is this contact a good fit for me, or is this contact, I'm just wasting my time with that contact. So when people talk about automation, as I told you before, they usually talk about sales. I mean, people, when I talk about my services, and I talk about the fact that we can use LinkedIn automation for lead generation, every business, every company, every people just think about sales. I mean, they will ask me, "Hey, Christian, how much, how many meeting, how many phone call I will have using this? How many something? You know, it's always how many." Yes, I understand that our ending goal is having more lead, more sales, but for me, it's a poor thinking, because it's a lot more than only a meeting or phone call. You will find a lead, so that's the first point. You will qualify the lead. People give a lot of referral, and that point is very, very important for me. And I find that a lot of people are not working with the referral. I mean, we when you are a salesperson, you always want more sales, more contacts, more warm lead. But a lot of people are giving you on a silver plate the name, the numbers, the email of the referral, and a lot of people are just they do nothing with the referral. You say, "Oh yes, later I will manage it." No, manage it later. Manage it now. 70% of the referral will respond to you. I mean, when you have a referral, the trust connection, the trust relationship has begun, because you had a call, you have a meeting, you have a message with someone working at the same companies, and the door is open. So it's time to try to reach that referral. You will learn a lot about your market, about your competitor. We used Dux-Soup in the past for one of the customers, and we did some acquisition for them. One of my customer reached me and he asked me, "Hey, Christian, we want to do an acquisition in the US. Can you help me to find like my competition, and we will reach them with LinkedIn, and we will ask them if they have like if they are open to discuss about maybe buy the office or buy them." So this is a lot more than just a simple lead, you know. And you can do some partnership, you can do some white label. If you have an agency or you have something, you can find someone like your competition, but it's not really competition, and you can offer them like white labeling. You know, you can do a lot of things with LinkedIn and sales automation, and you will have a lot of new information. And now after that, you need to use your brain to use that new information and to work with. So if you get answer, when you get a response, stop using your tools. Use your brain and switch to manual mode. I mean, 0% of my deals, maybe not 0, maybe 5%, but all my deals like are not signed in a LinkedIn message. LinkedIn automation, LinkedIn lead generation is a shortcut to have more conversation and to save you times and money. But you will not sign deals only with a message, and nobody will tell me, "Hey, Christian, okay, just send me the contract. I'm done, and yes, you can begin now." No, I have to phone. I have to explain what I do, how I do this, why work with me, blah 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 blah, and have a good trust level with them. And you know what? I like it, because during my phone calls, I can ask them about their personas. I can begin to think about my campaigns, and they will give me issues they have in the past. They will give me a lot of information that I will use for my sales pitch. So there's no magic. There's another tool that will help you to increase your sales. When you talk to a prospect for the first time, start by asking them to explain their business to you. Why? They will give you the persona, the needs, and with it you can pitch as a king. I mean, sincerely, I think the first 20 minutes of my calls, my phone calls, I don't speak a lot. I ask them to present their business to me, and a lot of sales director, owners, founders will begin to explain me all the problems they have with their business. They will give me a lot of bullet points about, oh yeah, we are in the US, but we don't have success in the US market because blah 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 blah. So they give me a lot of information, and after that 10-20 minutes I can just pitch, because they give me everything I need to pitch it. For example, oh yes, okay, perfect, we can provide to you some lead generation, Dux-Soup, LinkedIn lead generation services for the US, because in the US we did this in the past, we had that kind of results, and just giving them some information, and their trust level is increasing a lot. If you don't get answers after a few messages, you don't want to bore your prospect, because more is less. It could be bad for you and your company. So yes, please, just, you will feel it. You will do some testing. You will do some campaigns, and you will feel it. If you have some very bad replies, like stop boring me, stop this, stop that, I don't like this, I know you're using automation, I don't know. If you receive messages like this, you're not doing a good job. You have to go back on your writing, you have to go back on your listing, you have to go back to do some work to have not that kind of responses, because it's very important. If you do a bad job and you have bad replies, you can be banned. We can use some replies from LinkedIn. I manage a lot of customers right now. I manage campaigns for me, and sincerely, I never have problem. I never receive any messages from LinkedIn telling me you will be banned, stuff like this. I control my sending. I don't go over 100 request connection per day and about 30 messages. I mean, I think you need to think about consistency and not only like volume. Don't try to reach 1,000 people in one day. Just try to reach, maybe in your first campaign, 20, 30, or maybe a little more. But I mean, it will be each day. So for me, if I reach 100 people for a day, during all my week, if this is 500 people, and this is 2,000 people per month. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, that if you don't have leads in 2,000 people, you're not doing a good job. Again, please go back and on your writing, segmentation, and try to have a better message for them, to have better reply rates. Usually I wait a few weeks, and I will use another channel to get better results. If you don't have results with Dux-Soup, using Dux-Soup Pro or Turbo, you can try to reach those customer or those contact later. For example, you can put like follow-ups in 1 month, in 2 months. But if you don't have answer after, I don't know, for me it's 4 or 5 messages. After 4 or 5 messages, I will stop, because I know that I can have problem, or I don't like when I receive for myself too much message for the same person. So I will stop. Using 2 channels, Littoral achieves up to 70% response rate. Dux-Soup, so I will always begin with Dux-Soup campaign. So I will begin with Dux-Soup campaign. After my campaigns with Dux-Soup, I will extract all my results. So I will extract all my listing, all the people who replies to me, and all the people who not replied to me. And after that, I will put that data, and I will use email outreach. I will show you in a few minutes. So, and another tip I give you, you probably know, but you should use a CRM 2020. Your data is gold. You need to manage your data. You have to keep your data clean. So please use a CRM, because you cannot remember all the people you spoke with. It's impossible. You will have to do good follow-ups if you want to close deals. If you don't do follow-ups, you will not close deals. No follow-ups, no deal. That's it. A good customer relationship management, CRM is essential. Dux-Soup has good integration with CRM. I think with Dux-Soup Turbo, you have a direct integration with HubSpot. But you can also using other CRM like Pipedrive, so etc. using Zapier and other kind of integration. But that's really, really good. You can add all your contact, all the people targeted to the campaign. You can add it to your CRM. Personally, I prefer to use like kind of not manually, but I like to add like only my real lead in my CRM. It's always depend of you, and it's depend if you use it for a customer or for your own process. But sincerely, you have a very good explanation on the blog of Dux-Soup about CRM connection. So I will begin with the Dux-Soup campaign. I will do request connection. I will do thanks message. I will do small follow-up, and I will do a call to action message. This is kind of my LinkedIn process using Dux-Soup. Then I will extract the data of the campaign. So I will remove all those replied because they replied to me. So I will not target them again in the email outreach campaign. I will only target the no reply. Then I will take all the profile I contact and not receive an answer. I will use other tool to find the emails. Only use B2B email if possible. Please don't. With Littoral, for you, you can do what you want. But for me, I never use like Hotmail, Yahoo, Gmail, kind of stuff, kind of email extension. I only work with B2B verified emails. You will have better results, and you will not have problem like, why are you contacting me on my personal emails? When you use B2B professional emails, I mean, you have a good segmentation and you have a good targeted persona, they will not be mad about the fact that they receive an email. If you are a landscaper, and I send you an email telling you that I have the best products for landscaping industry, you will listen, and you will be open to have a discussion with me. If you are a landscaper and I send you a message telling you that I sell good, I don't know, good Liverpool jersey, you will tell me, hey Christian, I'm not a fan of football, and we are landscaping companies. Why are you sending me those spamming emails? You know, it's all about the segmentation. You have also with Dux-Soup an option. You can go on your app and you will see the Dux Dash and the Dux Store. So you can buy a package. It's not that much expensive to find to look up 100 emails address. Could help you. When I will finish my my Dux-Soup campaign, so we are here, okay? The Dux-Soup campaign is over. I will extract all my data. So this is kind of list building, or extracting data. That data will I will always work with email, professional B2B emails, first name, last name, company name. This is why I need to do a good email outreach campaign. You can also use all the listing you find with Dux-Soup to find the emails, but also after that to do retargeting. So everything you will do with Dux-Soup and all the contact you will find with Dux-Soup, if you use it well, you will have a ton of results after that, because you can put it in retargeting, Facebook. I will go in my email outreach campaign. I will write email 1, 2, and 3, the same as LinkedIn, Dux-Soup Turbo. I will, if they respond to the campaign, the sequence will stop. If they not respond to the campaign, to my message, they will receive another follow-up, another follow-up, another follow-up. But the same as Turbo, maybe this is a point I did not tell you today, but what's very fun and very effective with Dux-Soup Turbo is when someone reply to your message, the sequence will stop. If they don't reply, they will receive another follow-up. This is a very powerful tool. You will get a lot of referral, and as I told you, the referral are very, very important. So please use them to put them in that case another email outreach example. I will send them and I will put the referral in the title of my email, like referral of Patrick Swayze. So they will see in my email title the name of the referral. So this is very powerful because they have a trust level, because they see the name of the referral in the email. So they will receive it. If I don't have if I don't have referral and I'm having the good decision maker in my first email, I will continue my sequences, asking him, oh, okay, we are a lead generation agency, blah 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 blah. Can we book something together? So we have to have a call to action. We will try to book a meeting with him, a demo, something, a meeting, and after that I will make a sales. If someone is not interested, and the same with Dux-Soup and LinkedIn, and someone tells me, hey Christian, thank you for your message, we are not interested right now. It's not because they are not interested right now that they will not be interested in 5 months or 5 years. So please ask them. Just don't erase the message and say, okay, next one. No, try another message and say, okay, thank you, Mario, for your reply. I understand that you're not ready now to have a discussion with us because you're too busy or because blah blah blah. But do you accept to give me your email so I can use your email for my newsletters, for my next communication? And a lot of people will give you emails. So take that image and ask for those emails. They are very important in 2020 to your newsletters and to nurture your potential contact. And to finish, I want to show you some example of email outreach results after a Dux-Soup campaign. So after a campaign, I extract the data of no reply, contact, put it in my email outreach tool. I sent 232 contact. That's not message, that contact. And look at those results. 87 people response to this. That was not for me. That was for our customers. We get more than 30% of clicked responses and a lot of replied. So more than half of those contact replied to us. Oops! I just want to show you something. Sorry. It says, I'm always telling you about follow up. So this is just here. Why? Okay, the first message we sent 232 messages, okay, with A/B test. So that one was a little better, but no click. And about 37 people response to that first messages, and 59 in the second one. So more people respond to me in the second step than in the first step, and the third step was about the same as the first step, and that the last step, the fourth message, was about 16, like quite 20% response to the last message. So if you think that follow-ups are not important, that's not true. They are very important, and this is for me the key why in the last years we signed very good deals. Is just because when someone tell you that that's not the timing right now, a lot of people just remove the contact from their CRM, or they don't put another activities. They just say, oh, okay, he's not interested. He don't want to talk to me. But that's not true. A lot of people are very busy right now. They don't have time to talk to you, but maybe they will have interest in the future. So please use the follow-up and use everything you can to reach them later. And they probably have something good to tell you in a few months or few years. So I just want to resume the key points to remember. Important to work on your persona, segment your campaigns, be original in your content, be you in your content and your messages, make good follow-ups, use your data well, and use as many channels as possible. So begin with Dux-Soup. After that, if you can, if you want, please, you can continue in other channels. When you have a lead, switch to manual mode. Remember that you will probably sign 0 deal if you only lead automatic message. Automatic messaging is a powerful tool you will use, and it's a shortcut, but it's not the final solution. So yeah, thank you for attending. Thank you. I hope this is that was good for you, and I give you some good information. You will see on my on that last slide that I put my my website, littoral.co, and I mean, for the next days, next weeks, you can just write me an email or contact me on LinkedIn. It will be my pleasure to speak with you, to have a discussion with you. If I can help you with your business, with your with your campaigns, maybe I can give some training to help you. It will be my pleasure. And we also manage white label. So if you have an agency and you want to offer that service to your customer, but you don't feel ready to do the job, we can do the job for you too. But it will be my pleasure to have good discussion with you, and maybe you have some good tools or good process I can be interested about. So don't worry, and feel free to contact me. I want to tell Adam and all the Dux-Soup team big thank you to having me today. Thank you again, Adam. I really appreciate your invitation.
Thank you so much for your presentation. It was very lovely. I have quite a few questions from our users. I hope you will answer them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll start with the first one. Do you use virtual machines to run the service for clients? And do you have one you could recommend?
Yeah, essentially no. We use many computers, and we also manage with the Chrome, not the Chrome extension, but we create a Chrome for each user, so we can manage it. And yes, we manage it with we have more than one computer, so we can manage many users at the same time.
Thank you.
I know a little about that kind of machine, but I don't use it. Yeah.
Thank you. Would you be able to provide examples of your messages, how long they are?
Yep.
And do you target people straight away, or is it refined search, or you just target everyone?
Yeah, no, as I mentioned, it's very important to segment and to do a very good to refine your searches. So for example, for me, I will take a specific industry. For example, gift shop. I don't know. I have a customer right now. They are a gift shop manufacturer. So they manufacture some gift for the gift shop industry. So I will target only gift shop. I will try to get the owner. If I cannot have the owner, I will try to have the C or the V level. For example, the manager, the site director, the buyers, and I will target them very specific. If you want results, you have to do this. After that, for the message, I sincerely suggest to you to go short, as we say here, short and sweet. I mean, we need a small message. People don't want to receive like novel. They don't like it, and it sounds template. It sounds automatic. So essentially, my messages are about 2, 3, 4 lines, sentences, and that's it. You should remember that in your messages you don't want to pitch. So I usually will, for example, present myself, present my business, but very smooth. For example, hi Mario, I found you on your website, or I found you on the web, blah blah blah. We are a lead generation agency, and we help dentist offices to find good lead. Can you tell me? So my CTA is usually, my CTA is something to qualify my customer. So I like to use like, can you help me with something? For example, can you help me to know who is in charge of the sales for your business? Can you tell me who is in charge of the buying at your business? Blah blah blah. So always asking them something. You probably have the good target, but you cannot tell them, hey, by the way, I found you on LinkedIn and I'm doing a campaign with you. No, you can do this. So you have to be wise and just try to get some information, and they probably will reply, hi Christian, thank you for your message. Yes, I am the responsible of the web. Yes, Christian, I'm the blah blah blah. Or hi Christian, I'm not the responsible, but here the referral. Lucy is the owner, so you should reach her. So this is better for me, because when I will reach Lucy, I will say, Lucy, hey Lucy, by the way, your boss or Mario gave me your contact, and as I told you before, the referral is very, very important. It's very powerful for you.
A referral on LinkedIn?
I mean, only when someone give you a name, when someone tell you to contact another person in the same business, for example, or in another business. For me, I call it a referral. I will not use it with an automated tools like Dux-Soup. I will probably do it manually. But if someone tell me that the responsible of this or that is another people, and they gave me the information, for example, this is Michel, so I will Michel Adam. So I will take Michel Adam, I will find Michel Adam on LinkedIn, and I will probably reach Michel Adam with a manually message inviting him to connect. And I will, in my first message, tell Michel Adam that someone in his business gave me the name of him. So and told me that he is the responsible of that in his business. So it will help me to have a reply. And I know that people is the prospect. I know Michel Adam is in charge of this in that company. So before I was in the dark, I didn't know about who was the responsible in that business. Now I have a name, and I go on Google. I can find like the phone number if I want of the office, and I can begin my sales process with Michel.
I see. Thank you. Another question: how do you keep track of manual leads, like the referrals you just mentioned?
Yeah. The referral, I track him. I track it like manually using my CRM. So, for example, I'm a Pipedrive user. Yeah, my CRM is Pipedrive. So when I have a lead, I just take all the information. I go in the LinkedIn profile. If that person has a LinkedIn profile, I will like take the main data on the profile, and I will add it to my CRM. Sometimes the referral are not on LinkedIn, so I will try to find the contact with on Google, or we're using another channels. And if I cannot, I will at least take the name, take the business name, and I will go again. I say sorry to name dropping Google again, but I will probably use Google and go to the head office on the Google My Business. I will take the information, like the phone number. I will try to phone to the office to have the exact information of the contact.
Would be, what is the good conversion rate, response rate?
I don't want to do like the politician, but it's really it's one of the main questions I have every day for my customers, and it's really tough to tell you good numbers, because it depends of that much factors, like which countries. For example, I have better conversion rates in Mexico than in the US, because, for example, in the US, a lot of people are targeting the US market, so they have more people doing lead generation, and people know that. When I go, for example, in Mexico and South America, less people are doing lead generation, and people are more open to respond. They give me more information. They are more friendly. So it's hard to tell you. It depends. I mean, I have with LinkedIn stat between 10% and like 70% of reply. So this is why I tell you it's very hard to give you a good numbers. It's always it's also depend of the industry. I mean, some industry are, for example, some industry like I call it like the office industry. All the B2B jobs or business you will reach, they probably will have a better responsive rate, because they are working right now from their computers. Some industries, like restaurant, for example, there's not a lot of restaurants on LinkedIn, but yes, there's like 100,000 in the world. They are in the action. They are working in the restaurant, and they probably go on LinkedIn maybe one time per week, or maybe one time per month. So your response rate in a short time will be less than, for example, if you try to reach like I don't know, in a sales management office, for example. So it's always depends.
With the questions for me, so Adam.
Is Adam here? Yes.
Thank you very much, Christian, for giving up your time today, I think, and also making yourself available for the questions. I think, as you say on your slide, you have your email address. You're happy to address additional questions via email. I know one of the pieces of feedback that we saw in the comments, somebody wrote, I think you should create a course on this and sell it. So I think there's been a lot of good advice contained within the webinar. So if I was just recapping, I think some of the key points that you talked about, Christian, you talked about using Dux-Soup, Turbo, and email. You know, a lot of the key steps, finely targeting your audience using those Boolean parameters, but matching that to your personas, using the message sequence. I think you gave us some good ideas as to how to do that, injecting some of your own personality. But using Turbo, what this gives you is the ability to do automated messaging and connection at scale. So I think a few people on the comments were talking about, where does the ROI come from? I think quite early on in your presentation, you talked about the fact you save more than 4 hours a day on this kind of prospecting work. So before you even think about leads and conversions, that 4 hours a day or more can be put back into relationship building, into your content strategy, and as Christian said a number of times during the presentation, into the follow-ups. The follow-up is one of those the key messages that I take away from today. After all, this is a numbers game, so the more replies you get, the more opportunities you have for building conversations, the more opportunities you have for conversions. I quite like the fact that, you know, in your opening messaging sequence, you talked about asking people to explain their problem and then using this in your follow-up. So that's a really classic sales approach, to understand more about the prospect and then mirror that back to them. And I think, again, coming back to that ROI message, the combination, I think you said, Christian, of Dux-Soup and email outreach can give you an up to 70% response rate. So hopefully that's answered the question around, where does ROI come from in terms of Christian's approach. I think there were a couple of things, questions around the images for your the sequence when you had your flowchart diagram. So we'll look at making those available. So, I mean, I think this is it's been a really useful webinar. I've certainly learned a lot. So, Christian, thank you once again. Thank you, Jin. Thank you, Giles. And for the remainder of the audience, good luck with your lead generation on LinkedIn.
Thank you so much, Guy. Thank you, everyone.